को कुछ मकान बनाना है तो इंग्लिश से क्या मतलब, उसको डिजाइन आना चाहिए, उसको मेडिकल साइंस आनी चाहिए. But in any interview, if you can't face the committee in the language that they wish to ask you, you have a disadvantage. So my question now is, what should we do? One thing that we should do so that society becomes more meritocratic. क्या करें? I am now moving toward doing. but वापस आऊंगा doing से feeling पर, लेकिन let us do work on doing.
So I think there should be more focus on creativity and experience than on standard way of teaching someone, or you can call it the Indian education system.
No. I'm not talking about education. I'm saying, okay, what you mean is that.
I mean to say that, yeah. So
evaluation should not be on marks, but on the projects.
On the experience, on the creativity of a person. Just like what NIT does, for example. They are not looking at marks at all. They're just giving you a question paper which has different designs, and you just have to comprehend them, something of that sort.
Okay.
So there are two aspects, sir. One is that we should give equal opportunities to all the members of the society, number one.
But there's not enough space.
Yeah. Number two is that we should be able to identify the skill level of individual people who is forming a group in this society. And then based on the skill level of the person, we should be able to give the benefit.
I will tell you something, that one country which tops in the world in quality of school education is Finland. And I will tell you how they did it, but let me first listen. Or like, what is the other way?
I think that the search for excellence must become an individual search, and only because, as I see it, society extends from the individual, and it actually it mirrors, if you like, the collective individual, right? So I think that the search for excellence must become ingrained in our in the way that, and it can best happen in educational institutions where a student is not merely gaining knowledge but also learning values. I think that is the core. Essentially, to me, it is a struggle for instilling values, instilling those values that.
But somebody will then pass judgments about individual search, isn't it? How would they judge whether you have pursued this, whether a search has been intensive or not? Any other ideas about how do we make society more meritocratic? Yes.
If children are given the choice to do what they're passionate about, instead of forcing stuff on them, I think I think that would be very much helpful in building a society that is what we want.
Yes.
Instead of forcing them on stuff. So the passion would definitely give them
Purpose. Very interesting point. Very interesting. Yes.
Supporting or in a way interest and aptitude should match. I might have the interest to pursue an MBA, but I should have the aptitude for that also, but the skills for that particular interest. So if I'm having an interest, it is the society or the institution should see to it that I'm also having the aptitude for it. So
Can you bring those paintings which we had from DPS? Remember that? Handmade of it? Yeah. Innovations for Professor Gupta.
yeah, I was just saying we can try with the basic stuff. Instead of having these board examinations and all, we can from the primary level we can start having discriminating children among on the basis of their IQ level or something. Having basic educational the policies changed.
Sorry, I missed the point. You said that
Instead of having the board examinations and all the normal curriculum thing they have been following till now, we can have we can discriminate children according to their IQ levels, etc.
And then?
Then the meritorious students are followed in the position.
Did I show you this one? Did I show this? Okay. Let me tell you two things first. In Finland, they did a study as to why some schools produce great achievers. And Finland, as I told you, 50 countries, 50 देशों में एक तुलना हुई कि किस देश के बच्चे सबसे अच्छा सवाल का जवाब दे सकते हैं जो इंटेलिजेंस का टेस्ट बनाया, तो फिनलैंड हमेशा टॉप पे आता है. फिनलैंड टॉप्स द वर्ल्ड वाइड सर्च फॉर स्कॉलस्टिक अचीवमेंट अमंग स्कूल चिल्ड्रन year after year. So, a group of backbenchers in parliament was made and asked to visit the schools which produced the best achievers. And you know what they found? They found two things. One, the schools where children were best achievers were the ones where music was a compulsory subject. So policy followed that in Finland has the largest number of musical teachers per student in the world. Largest number of music teachers per student in the world. Amazing, amazing, amazing. संगीत की शिक्षा अनिवार्य कर दी फिनलैंड में, ये सोच के कि जिन स्कूलों में शिक्षा म्यूजिक की संगीत की अनिवार्य थी वहां पर बच्चे ज्यादा अच्छा काम करते थे. Now what it means is that if you develop reflective and meditative capabilities of children, then their analytical capabilities also go up. But if you develop analytical capacities only, and analytical faculties, then the meditative and reflective capacity may not grow. Reverse is not true. So we get many students here who are brilliant in their analytical ability. Leave them in a hazy situation, leave them in a ill-defined problem situation, and they get lost. समझ में नहीं आता क्या करेंगे. So long as everything is defined, they do a great job. क्यों भाई? But many of our students get lost when they are in a hazy situation, when rules are not clearly defined, problems are not clearly defined, they're told more or less what it is. Now they have to figure out a strategy, and that depends upon your reflective ability, not on your analytical ability. So, one of the reasons that, one of the ways in which societies can become more meritocratic is that if they are reflective and meditative, not only reflective but meditative. Meditation is when I reflect, abstract, analyze and assimilate. Then I am meditating, because I am able to go to the core of the problem. What is disturbing me? What is taking away my energy? Why am I not able to focus? What is the reason I am losing track? I am able to figure it out. And I am not only able to figure it out, I am also able to abstract it and take it to a level when it becomes an attitude. It tells me what attitude is causing this. And I am able to correct it where the problem is, rather than only correcting the superficial level. So, this ability, how do we develop? So, we were walking in Purulia and we came across this tree. And this tree had wonderful terracotta horses, as you can see. So, we asked the potters, why did you put such good terracotta horses here? They said, not good. We have kept our best creation. Best creation. Yes. So then the question was, why would you put your best creation under a tree on the roadside? He said, you are crazy, you don't understand? I said, no, we don't understand. The point is that anybody who passes by this road should know what the current standard of excellence is in our community. You can only do better than this. In India, in a village community, in a backward district, otherwise economically backward district, Purulia, among the community of potters, they have created an open source standard of excellence. So that the standard of performance, the standard of quality should keep on increasing. Every generation should know what the best of the previous generation was, and they should do only better than that. See the point? Amazing, amazing institution in this country. In this country, we have such institutions. I want to show you this wall which I talked about. This is a wall. What is special about this wall? यहाँ अनंतनाग में देखी थी हमने, कश्मीर में, जम्मू कश्मीर में शोध यात्रा के दौरान. इसमें खास बात क्या है? What is special about this? You know that, so you knew.
I know the other one.
Achha. What is the special about this wall?
The contrast which is coming out.
Sorry?
The contrast which is showing, like the windows, the blue,
Okay.
the overall contrast which is coming.
Anything else? That's all right. That looks very beautiful. But anything else?
It's like a double door, right? There are two window pads, one above another.
Yeah, okay. But then, as you know, it's a very cold place. So.
For insulation.
But what else is special about this wall?
It's a mud.
Mud wall, yes, true.
It has a lot.
Yeah, windows all right. I mean, that's okay. But there is no, of course. No, there's only one house. There are different rooms, of course, but different. I mean, if you look at the wall, is there any mark on this wall? It's a roadside. Is there a mark on the road, on the wall? Have you ever seen a wall in Ahmedabad, old house, which has no black mark? Is it possible? Why black mark? Because there is an organic matter. Organic matter is attacked by fungus. Fungus creates, when it bursts, it creates a black mark. That's how you see black patches on the wall. Or any building. So we thought this was a new house. So we went inside. It is a weaver's house. अनंतनाग में थे. So we asked, कि यार इतना मकान, ये दीवार इतनी साफ दिख रही है, मामला क्या है? Because inside the house was old. So we could figure out that it's not a new house. It's a 30-year-old house, he said. Why is wall so clean? He said, I don't know, but I think it is because we have mixed in this clay the jute sack, old jute sack, fiber, gunny bag. And apparently when you mix gunny bag in the mud clay, it becomes an antibiotic surface. It doesn't allow organisms like fungus to grow, and therefore no black patch. Now the modern technology for that is nanoparticles of titanium dioxide, when mixed with the paint, produce this surface. What is the point? The point is that excellence can be seen anywhere on the roadside. What we need is an eye for detail. Isn't it? We could have passed this wall by. We were walking. There was no reason for us to look at this wall. But it seemed so different from all other walls that we had seen. I have not seen such a wall. So the question then is that if you see such a wall, and if you don't notice it, then obviously there's something not right, something not right. So we will look at children about how we unleash the power of creativity that everybody said that one way to create meritocratic society is to create power of children innovation. And there are two experiments other than what I'm going to show. One was in UP Shodh Yatra in Uttar Pradesh. We were walking from my village Gangagarh to Dhaula in Bagpat. And there was a BBC correspondent. His wife was a teacher. What's her name? Romy Day. Peter Day was the correspondent. So she said, Professor, you say in every village you're saying that all children are capable of being creative. Everybody has creativity. There's no special gift. This is a myth that some people are gifted. Can you convert my class back in London into a class of inventors? So what I have to do? She said, you talk in this camera for 10 minutes. I'll go back and show this film to my students. And let us see what happens.